Ancient people died around 30. That's the number you've probably heard. It's in documentaries, it's in textbooks. It's repeated so often that nobody questions it anymore. A caveman blowing out 30 candles would have been ancient. Practically a miracle. Here's the problem. That number is real, and it's also almost completely misleading. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how a true statistic became one of the most misunderstood facts in history. Let's start with what's actually true. Historical and archaeological records do show an average life expectancy at birth of around 30 years in many ancient societies. That part isn't disputed. Researchers didn't make it up. So if the number is real, how can it also be misleading? The answer is hiding in one specific phrase: at birth. Life expectancy at birth is an average, and averages can be dragged down dramatically by one specific factor: how many people died as infants and children. In the ancient world, child mortality was brutal. In many pre-modern societies, up to half of all children didn't survive to age 15. Now here's the math that changes everything. Picture 10 people. 5 die as infants at age 0. The other 5 live full, long lives, dying at age 70. Add up all 10 ages at death and divide by 10. The average age of death is 35. Not because anyone in that group lived a short life, but because half the group never got the chance to grow up at all. That's not a hypothetical. That's roughly the actual shape of ancient mortality. So what happened if you survived childhood? In 2007, anthropologists Michael Gervin and Hillard Kaplan published one of the most cited studies in this field. They examined mortality data across dozens of hunter-gatherer and forager societies. Their finding: if you made it to age 15, your most likely age of death wasn't 30. It was somewhere between 68 and 78, not the exception, the most common outcome. Skeletal evidence backs this up. Paleodemographers studying burial sites across the ancient world regularly find individuals who lived well into their 60s and 70s, and the historical record names plenty of them directly. The Roman statesman Cato the Elder lived to 85. The playwright Sophocles reportedly lived to 90, still writing plays in his final years. These weren't miracles treated as impossible. They were simply older members of a society, the way older people exist in any society today. You might be thinking, sure, a few exceptional people lived long lives. Doesn't mean it was normal, but that's exactly what the data contradicts. Gervin and Kaplan's research wasn't about outliers. It was about the most statistically common outcome for anyone who survived early childhood. Old age wasn't rare in the ancient world. Surviving to be old enough to reach old age was the rare part. So here's the actual truth, stated plainly. Ancient people did not have short lives. Ancient societies had a brutally high rate of childhood death, and averaging that into a single number made every full, long adult life invisible in the statistic. The died at 30 myth was never about how long people lived. It was about how many of them never got the chance to. So next time you see that number thrown around, you'll know what it's actually hiding. Not a species that aged fast and died young. A species that has always been capable of living into old age if it could just survive being young first.